What is up, guys? Welcome back to the
Wait.
newest.
Shh. 2 cans today.
Anyways, moving on. So, pretty much, guys, today I'm talking about the UFC card that went on last
Oh,
night.
stop, man. It was such a good card, man. I swear to
Nah, it
God.
was actually insane. It was
I
amazing.
opened up this one, man. The reason I'm doing 2 cans today, 11
Nah,
years
like it was
took
the
for
most
my boy Charles
ridiculous card in
Oliveira.
the whole world.
But listen, man, let's just get into the early prelims, yeah?
All
So
right,
as
all
you
right,
can
all
see,
right. Yeah,
Sean,
yeah, yeah.
you're a fucking schmuck, man. You couldn't predict
Nah,
all
no,
the
no,
early
because
prelims
you
like me,
see
man.
that man. No, because look,
And then
because you see
basically,
like Sean
I
Serrano, he
said the
went
ghost.
through and he was just
I
going
said the
on.
ghost one. That was
Nah, but like,
perfect. I didn't predict the submission.
yeah, but like,
But
anyways,
okay.
so like, okay.
Alright, guys. Enough of the skullduggery here, boys. We were just messing
We
around.
had we had the ultimate ruse plan before this podcast to just start interrupting the whole thing, just trigger people.
A little bit of tomfoolery, but hey, that's what we do, man.
That's why we're
But
the
nah,
hottest pod. Sorry.
let's just get on with the honesty. So, early prelims, yeah. I won't lie, Sean. I only woke up for the last 2 fights, so I missed out on all of these. But early prelims, I'm undefeated in the early prelims game. Got them all correct. Prelims, I messed up one, and then fucking Schnell lost his stupid name championship to Bontorin,
So did
and
Grundy.
so did Mike Grundy. So this sets up the biggest loser and biggest schmuck name, Grundy versus Schnell. I think that's a perfect matchup. What do you think, man?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. We both know that we can't say who the biggest schmuck in the world is, but it rhymes with knee joke. Okay. Okay, that's all I can say. That's all I'm saying. So if anyone listening, you probably could give it a guess. We didn't say anything though, so go fuck yourself. Um, I'll just stop recording, guys. What an absolute
Okay, I
goof.
started recording again. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Really, stop recording for 30 seconds, okay?
All right.
No problem.
So I'm just gonna jump through mine really quickly. Just I got
Cool.
the first fight wrong. Got the second fight right, and wait, hold on. Did I even predict? No, no. Okay, I got 1 out of 3 in the early prelims. You know, I didn't see a ghost getting a W. You know,
Nobody could see the ghost, but that's
it
the whole
was
point.
the strangest fight in UFC history because she got out of nowhere. She just died, and we were all like, "What?" Shevchenko lost. I got that one wrong. Then Wright lost. I got that one wrong. I got the next 3 wrong. Just straight up. I got Grundy, Pickett wrong. Uh, but you know what? You know what? Uh,
Yeah, what's up?
I didn't get the round right, but I said Munoz would win by an armbar. So Andre Munoz would win by an armbar, and I'm not sure if it was an armbar, but he broke Jacare Souza's arm and submitted him. So
Did he
that's like
actually?
yeah, he submitted him and broke his arm.
Well,
Um,
alright, Sean,
so
you're just gonna have
there's
to
that.
carry this for like a minute or something. I just have to deal with something, yeah?
No, cool, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna jump into the actual fights now, guys. So I'm actually really happy with that. Getting that, that's the first time apparently as well. I didn't even realize that Jacare has been submitted. Just taking a nice drink of Coca-Cola, but I was this next fight. I'm sure Milan will have something to say about it when he comes back. Shane Burgos versus Edson Barbosa. I said Burgos was going to get the split decision victory. I saw it going the whole way, but this was just a filth. This was just.
Well,
It was such a weird fight. It actually got finished in the third round, and it was fairly even. I'd say Barbosa was just about winning in terms of the stats I'm seeing, but
oh,
it
you're
was
talking
just
about the KO?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was the weirdest KO. Barboza hit him, and he just looked up, and they were just kind of moving, and then he just all out of nowhere just seemed to like he just I don't know what it was. It just hit him
He
last second.
disconnected, man.
Yeah, it's just like the punch didn't actually hit him. It was as if like it was in a trance. He hit him so quickly he didn't know he got hit.
Sean, do you know what happened? The ghost from earlier decided to have two fights in one card, and she knocked his ass out.
I wouldn't be surprised with this woman.
She is 2-0 tonight, boys. What a fucking fighter she is, man. Are we even gonna talk about this Caitlyn Chukagian fight? Because apparently,
Milan
we
has left the call now. This guy, I swear he does not want to do the podcast today. He has just
nah nah
left
nah
the
nah nah.
call. I think Milan hates the podcast. I'm calling it now. Milan hates the four podcast. But
Bro, how could you say such a thing, man?
next week, guys, don't worry. New co-host coming soon. Apps.
Okay, who's this new co-host then? Oh, don't say it, please. No, no.
His name rhymes with Miman.
Great.
He's
Fucking
gonna
solid,
be
bro.
Milan V2 is coming soon. Um,
Solid, man.
I'm just gonna go through these quickly. Arujo, I guessed she would win. I got the first. Okay, I've gotten every fight wrong pretty much except for one other fight. Um, I got every fight wrong in the main card except for one. Which I didn't actually make public. Yesterday, which was Charles Oliveira. I said would win via a round four choke. Uh, if you don't believe me saying I thought he would win, Milan can post it up on the screen, but I'm not going to do that because that's a bit.
I'll just put a link of the screenshot in the description because I can't be fucked editing, man. To be honest.
It's I went for the round four choke. I thought it'd be much slower, but actually I was very impressed to be honest. I was very impressed with both fighters in that fight. But let's talk about the man who I predicted to win by a round three Darce choke.
He came close. He came close to a Darce. And, oh man. It's just, Sean, I wasn't even sad when it happened. I just kind of accepted it. Do you know what I mean?
You
Like,
know,
unfortunately, as much as we love Tony, he's 37, he's fought killers.
he's shit.
Like, he won't be fighting. If Benil Dariush could fuck him over with his ground game, bro, Khabib would have slaughtered him.
Man, no, I 100% agree. And another thing that people aren't really talking about with that is the fact that like Tony is revered as this absolute maniac on the ground, this submission
Mm.
killer. Like that fight for me, uh, completely means I can Tony will never be UFC champion. So if that gets clipped and then comes back and fights me in the ass, that'd be so funny. But I would love it if I was proved wrong. But I could never see him winning the belt because he
Mm-mm.
got out wrestled by Benil Darush, and
Number 9.
it also to me it kind of upsets me because like although at the time it may have been a different situation, it shows me that Tony versus Khabib would have been a fucking bloodbath. Not for and not for and that would not have been for Khabib getting cut up. It would have been Tony being killed.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Tony would have been stopped straight up. He would have been put to sleep because Khabib is the smartest fighter. Like Khabib's wrestling versus Benil's wrestling. Let's think about that. Come on, who's
Benil Dariush. Fucking
Benil even
Benil,
said?
man.
He said himself his wrestling's not even that good, which is embarrassing.
He's a brown belt. John Anik was talking about how he won several brown belt silvers and bronzes as a brown belt in multiple jiu-jitsu tournaments.
It's just
So
embarrassing.
if this fucker, yeah, sorry for cutting you off, Sean. No, this isn't part of the starting segment again. But the fact that he is out grappling my boy black belt in 11th Planet Jiu Jitsu is a bit. Throughout the fight, there were 2 times I saw like points where Tony could win easily. Well, not easily, but convincingly. The first one I believe happened in the first round, where Tony had him in full guard, but one of his legs was over his left shoulder, and I was just thinking if he freed because his right leg was kind of in a butterfly situation. If he freed his leg, he would have got that triangle, and he would have finished him exactly how I said, with that triangle, the same way he finished off Kevin Lee. And the second one was a Darius choke that was actually squeezing Darius's neck, but unfortunately it didn't fucking do anything. And then Darius, man, that heel hook made me cringe. I won't even lie, man.
Did you hear his knee pop?
I didn't hear it, but I was looking at it, and I was looking at Tony's face, and I was like, bro, 2 times. Last fight, his arm nearly snapped. This time, his knee. Bro, what the fuck, man? Next fight, he's gonna get caught in a twister. He's the type of guy that won't tap to a twister and get his spine snapped.
Man, Tony's the kind of guy to get like the only way to beat Tony now, like finish him, is to like him pass out, and I don't think he'll ever pass out. I think his eyeballs will pop out of his head, and even at that, he would still keep fighting. He just cut them off with his scissors in the corner and then keep going. Tony's just
Man,
he's made a different stuff, man. He's
it's
never.
sad to see, but it is what it is. It's part of the fight game. Tony, we fucking love you, though, man. You created some great memories. Although the fight that we never got to see, obviously never fucking happened. It'd always be nice to think about it and talk about it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But fuck, man. Let's
You
get on
know,
to the real.
actually, I
Oh,
want to
sorry.
say about that fight. What's
Mm-hmm.
next for Benil? Um, well, after
Islam
this,
Makachev.
after I think so, that'd be a good one. But Islam's already booked, I believe.
No, he's not.
Um, I believe he's booked to fight in July
Who the
something.
fuck is he fighting in July?
I'm
Wait,
not
I'll
sure,
search
but
this up. I'll fact check
his
this.
his date he's already said on Twitter he's what he's fighting. He doesn't have an opponent, I don't think. It's too quick of a turnaround for Benil, I think. Um, it'd be the right kind of fight though, I think. Not for Benil anyway, but um, I think check Twitter, Milan. It's on Twitter. Um,
Sean, he's fighting against a man called Thiago Moises, who is 15-4, and I'll tell you where he is at on the rankings right now.
okay.
He is not even on the rankings. That's fucking great to see. So the man he is fighting isn't even in the rankings. What the fuck? That's cool. It's just great to see, to be honest with you.
What you have to say though about UFC top 10 lightweights is they're all fucking fat pussies. Because you know what? I think they cancel that fight and they throw in one man with him, and that is Michael Chandler. Everyone, no. See, the thing is,
Against Benil.
no, Michael Chandler versus fucking Islam Makhachev.
Oh, Michael Chandler would on. Oh, Michael Chandler would clip Islam because Islam did get clipped before, man.
I will say that. I will say. I want to just go back to Tony real quick. I
Mm-hmm.
think so. Tony taking on. I think Tony's got one fight left in him, and I think that the UFC turns this into a contract fight. The winner gets a 5 fight contract. Tony versus Cowboy Cerrone, and the loser
No, not
retires.
again.
The loser retires. The winner gets
Have
a
you?
5 fight deal. 6 figures guaranteed every fight.
I actually think that'd be a fun idea to see, because obviously they fought last time, but it didn't really count because Cowboy blew his nose and his fucking eyes swelled up to the size of Conor McGregor's ankle. But like, it'd be fun to run it back, and as well, Cowboy did say he's only wants to fight on 155 now. Dana was like, I bet. So, man, we're gonna see Tony versus Cow. Because realistically, Sean, Tony's 5. He's definitely gonna fall down in the future when the rankings are updated again. But
100%.
I I definitely don't see Tony. Maybe Rafael dos Santos
Versus
or
Tony.
Dan Hooker would be a good fight.
For Tony,
Mm-hmm.
Dan Hooker would be an excellent fight. But the problem with that fight is it's only one way, that fight, and that's an absolute war.
Mm.
I don't think Dan Hooker wants too many wars because I think he wants to avoid our friend Mr. CTE. Actually, you know what? Speaking about CTE, guys, let me bring you in on a little bit of insight that recently happened to me. I thought I killed myself. Um, so we did so last week just there, we had PE on a Friday, exam PE, and our teacher, who I shall remain unnamed, just for don't want to name him or anything, or her. It's her. It's a her. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
pretty much, she was not in class because she was dealing with sports days, and we got to do whatever we wanted. So we played football. The ball goes up in the air, and I just have flashbacks to Wayne Rooney versus Man City scoring the perfect bicycle kick, and I thought to myself, it's time. It's just time. He goes, I've got preparation. I used to do a lot of kicking and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I could probably land that bicycle kick. It'd be cool. I went for
Mm-hmm.
it. I leaped into the air as high as I could. I never jumped this high in my life. And I kicked the ball, and it goes very, very wide. You know what? I barely connected with it. I think I barely connected with it.
You skimmed
I think I barely connected with the ball. I won't even lie. And pretty much then what happens next is we're coming downwards. And I realize I nearly done a backflip,
Fucking hell.
and I land directly on top of my skull. And there's this pain I used to get whenever I got submitted, not just submitted, like whenever I got like choked unconscious. It the back of
Mm.
the left side of the back of my neck, kind of like the yoke, the thing going up to your brain. And I always felt like pain in that after I got like knocked unconscious and stuff. Even actually when I
Mm.
was like striking and stuff, whenever I woke up, um, it was very interesting. And I felt that exact same pain. So I looked at people in my class and I was like, "How long was I on the floor for?" Because I was like, "Was I on?" And they're just like, "Oh, you got right back up." I was like, "Did I go out for a second? Did I just go out for a second on my pitch playing football?" And yeah, it's my neck's been very sore the past few days. I am just like mobility. Like I was with Hannah the other day. We were just sitting down on the bench, we were just talking on a bench, we were just talking, chilling, just catching up because I hadn't seen her all week. And she was on my left side, so I asked her would she go sit on the right side because every time I looked to the left, I just felt so much pain in my neck, so I just couldn't do it.
Sean, you should have just not looked at her the whole time. Just look
Just
completely forward.
look straight ahead. No, because that would have been like having a concussion to looking off into the distance the whole time. Imagine.
Yeah.
But guys, it was actually it was very worrying, and yeah, that happened recently, and it was just sore. Like it still
Sure,
kind
you're
of is.
grand though, man.
Ah,
You're grand, bro.
oh, I know exactly. Like I got quite lucky because I landed from like I'm not like a big guy anymore. Like I used to be a bit heavier, but imagine Milan if this was me like a few weeks ago when I was like 5 kg heavier.
This will be detrimental. Bro, I
This could.
wish there were like cameras looking when we
Oh,
did
you
like
know what?
sports
I'd
shit.
say there is like a camera pointing on the pitch. I'm gonna ask.
Nah, there isn't. The closest one is at looking at the prefabs. That's it.
Damn.
But I
It was
would
near
even
the.
in the hall, man. I just wish we were able to look back at even primary
There
school,
is there
bro.
is cameras pointing into the hall.
Oh fuck. Because I want to see my volley, man. I scored an absolute worldie 2 weeks ago. One touch, yeah, gets crossed in. One touch. I turn around like Cruyff while the ball is in midair. Bam! Right foot volley, top bins. Man, it was just a calm goal, to be honest with you. Nothing, just some usual shit that I
No, it
do
was
to
kind
win.
of funny though, because you were playing terrible all day when you just did that. Because
Yeah.
you would miss like seven one-on-one
I
chances.
listen. I had basketball the next class after, so I was trying to reserve my energy. So basically, I did a Sean where he went just playing defensive. I was trying to score goals. I was not fucked being a defender. So I just stayed at the top half of the court basically the whole time, and pretty much every through ball, every touch would be horrendous. Every shot that I take would be horrendous. I think I scored maybe one other,
Yeah,
like
no, I think
tapping or
so. I
something,
think so. I think so.
but then I fucking banged that real quick just to just to clean the day off, man.
Just so everybody remembers who they're dealing with.
Nah, because last game I scored like 7 or 8 goals and like
Nah,
five, six,
you did
seven
to be fair.
assists.
You did to be fair. You know what? There's something actually I was thinking about. It's my biggest regret. Like I'm not even joking. I actually haven't said this to you before. One time during after school study, I was up in the canteen looking down into the basketball court, the indoor one. And Milan's so they're playing like a bit of 5v5, was it? I'm not sure, probably 5v5.
Yeah, yeah, 5v5.
And and Milan just pulls out the nastiest three-pointer. And like 2 seconds before this, I'm thinking I'm gonna pull out my phone and record this
Fuck's sake.
I think he might hit something here because you had been going for it. You had tried like two other ones and hadn't gone. I was like, he might get the next one, I think. So I was thinking about pulling out my camera, like my phone, just videoing it. And then it was so annoying because he hit it, okay? Milan hits the swishiest three-pointer ever. And it was so clean, okay? It was so clean. And he looks up at me and throws up the four as well.
Hey
So
man,
I was
the
like in my head, if I got that on camera, that was gonna
oh
be, you were gonna play music and play that at the like beginning of the podcast or something.
oh man. The thing is, we even talked about it beforehand. We were saying like if I hit like a three or something, I'll look up and just you'll show me that four sign. And I hit it and I looked straight up. You guys were coincidentally on break as well, so you were all watching the game. I think that was my first three of the game because I missed like a couple twos, like two twos or something. But I was still playing decent. Hit a step back three for the game. You know yourself, man. Looked up to Sean. He had the four out. I had the four out, man. It's just what we do, man.
Yeah.
Dedicated that one to the MNS podcast.
It's the TBO rules. It's TBO basketball is if you score a three-pointer and then you throw up like a four gang sign, it's 4 points instead of three.
It's a four pointer, man. It's just that simple. The people in the NBA are so stupid, man. Honestly.
Nah, a four
All,
pointer is the Milan hook shot.
oh man, I fucking. Oh, do you know what you actually have to do for me, Sean? Because you have an iPad. Can you grab my iPad and there is a video of me first try getting the ball, doing a hook shot, three-pointer hook shots, and fucking swishing that shit in. Can you just airdrop that to your phone, please?
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow if I have a chance. 100%.
Grand.
Or
Please, man. I fucking
whenever
need
I
that
get a
shot, man.
chance to do it.
I'll even put it on the podcast next time we have it, just so the world can see the first
All right.
try
And then
Sean.
I'm gonna pull through with a nice football goal. Just send it through to you. Just me,
Solid,
just
man.
absolutely caressing one top corner.
Solid, man. We
Oh
went off
man,
on a little bit of a tangent, but I won't lie. But
man.
speaking of
Everybody
tangents, man.
knows. Oh, it's tangents. Okay, we'll get into this. Everybody knows pound for pound, tangents are the goats. Let's just be real here.
Yeah,
If you want to
true.
find the tangent, my guy, all you have to do, like I'm not even kidding, is you gotta find the distance between the center and the point on the edge of the circle, and then you find the slope of that. And man, it's just you get a slope, you switch the slope around, and then you just find the line. It's easy, isn't it?
It's that
It's.
simple, man.
And if you disagree, then you're clearly in foundation maths.
Honestly, man, I won't lie. Friday, I don't know if I was saying it yesterday. I have the memory of a goldfish. I forgot everything that I said yesterday. But basically, man, Friday. I woke up. I was like, you know what? I'll do a couple of hours of study. I'll bang this test out, man. 0 hours. Well, I did three short questions, and I thought to myself, fuck it. I'm coming in for religion. I'll have an hour and 20 minutes extra as well with my boy, Anthony. We were gonna study together, because we did it last time. I For the last test, I prepared fully in that class, and I got a 91. Got cheated out of 100%, but
No,
you
but
knew for that.
You know what though? You know what though? I cut across you.
Go on.
It's not the worst thing though. Like it is still, it's still there, isn't it? It's still at
Still
oh
got a one in
one.
it.
If anyone tries to detest an oh 01, you know what they are. They're living on the schmuck official rankings.
Exactly, man. But uh, me and Anthony, we were doing it. I won't lie, it wasn't a good day already. It started off pretty shit because uh, I was cycling up. It was fucking lovely, nice and sunny. Started cycling down, bro. 10 minutes before school, it started lashing already. So I come to school all wet, sit down, uh, and pretty much we start doing questions. Sean, please tell me why we are struggling to do basic short answer questions. Like we gave up after like a couple, and we just kind of accepted it that we're gonna do shit. Man, I
Wait, in
came
which,
into that
sorry?
test.
In which, politics?
Just no maths.
Oh, math, sorry, I completely just blanked in my head.
But next class, I go in. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just do this test how I can. I bang out every question. I checked with everyone afterwards. If I don't get 100% in this is getting appealed to the Nevada State Judges Commission, and I'm getting that appealed to either a no contest or 100% because no
Me,
way. Sean got the right answer as me.
Mila, let's be
My
real. If anybody says 94 glasses when it's hit 93.7, I don't care if you're
You
an
can't
optimistic,
add
I don't
300
care
mils extra.
if you're an optimistic person, I don't care. Half empty, if it's half empty, if it's half full, half empty, I don't care. It's not full, okay?
Exactly.
So it's not a full glass.
Fucking
That's just how it
exactly,
is.
man.
But you know what? It's a good day. It was a nice little day because then we got back our politics results, and I was a very ecstatic person. Let's say to say the least. I was making MMA references left, right, and center all class due to it. Milan can attest this. The first thing I do was I said a
Of course,
phrase
bro.
that Khabib Nurmagomedov
Nah, it wasn't the next
is
day though, man. My last day in school
oh,
as well.
got pizza too. Got pizza in politics class. I didn't have any
Yo, Sean, you there,
because of the
bro?
cut. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, fuck, my internet is garbage. Shit.
Milan is cutting, but yeah, we have pizza and
Oh,
stuff, guys. Um,
um,
but yeah,
yeah.
I exclaimed, Alhamdulillah. God give me everything. When I look down, I get 79% in a test I did no study for, and there was a fire alarm during it. One of my best ever politics results, and I
I,
was just,
Sean, speaking of Alhamdulillah, I won't lie. Before the maths test, I told myself, listen, Allah, I know we've had some disagreements, I know sometimes we joke around, we have that kind of playful relationship going on. But if you could do me this solid for this maths test, bro, you are getting the fattest prayer from me. And Sean, guess what? I got that fucking oh 01. I don't even, I calculated everything with a 95%. I'm averaging 90% throughout all my tests. So I'm getting that oh 01, and pretty much Allah, bro. He helped it out. He hooked it up, bro. He hooked it up for the last
yeah.
test. And
I'm not
now,
sure about averages for me because I started a bit earlier than you and I have one or two 80s, but actually I have three tests in 80%, one in 77, and the rest are all above 90.
hey, so solid, man. You're definitely getting an oh 01, I'd
But
say.
I
So,
want to jump into something. I just looked at my email from our school email. Our school received an amber flag. which I'm
an
very proud
amber
to say,
flag.
which is for our great moves. And do you know why they got an amber flag, Milan?
Is my internet
Because
defrozen?
of
Yep.
okay, this is what it says. The amber flag team. I should not have said that anyway. Has some
Oh,
good
you fucking
news to
have to.
share.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Sorry, I didn't mean that, okay? I'm so sorry. I had to bleep that out. I just said our school's name, by mistake.
What the fuck is an
Anyway.
amber flag, man?
It's like it's for like it's just for doing good and stuff.
Oh,
It says we have been awarded the Amber Flag. I can say this by Pieta House in recognition for the efforts the school has made to promote positive mental health this year. Milan, why have they got the flag?
that is, bro. Oh, wait,
Why do they?
bro,
The
what?
school. Why did they get the? Milan, can you please enlighten the viewers? Why did they really get that flag?
Sean, I won't even lie with you. I don't even fucking know myself.
You don't know why. Do you know what they did
No.
for P8? Why Pieta House would give it to them?
Why?
Because certain 12 individuals over the month of February did some went ham on the bike
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
running
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and people who weren't even in our school were just and we raised over €3,000 for Pieta House and that's how we got the amber flag and now
Not too
this
shy, man.
and we told the school they could take credit as long as they give us credit. Where in that email does it mention my name? And I'm not even saying my name. I'm not even saying my name. I'm just saying like it should say like the I don't want to say his name because he's a good friend of mine, but it just say it was a huge push was by the GoFundMe set up by the person who set up the GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
I'll get his initials. He's a he's my tall friend. That what I mean in the school. The tallest
Mm.
one. The tallest. You get what I mean? Sits in front of me in Irish class.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Set up by him. That's what I should say. And then by association, then me and all the other 12 guys are associated with that. But it seems like the school's kind of just taking all the credit for this.
Man, I don't see
You know,
our principal running and cycling those miles, to be honest with you.
I
I
think
don't see it
myself
at
I
all.
did a little bit over. I'm not quite sure. I think it's over 200 kilometers. I did a little bit
Bro,
under 250.
I fucking wish I
Maybe it was
joined in
over
on that, to be honest
250.
with you, man. I wish I joined in on that shit because even without the challenge, I think I did pure running, no cycling. I think I maybe did more than like 200, I'd say,
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
banged
100%.
out a cheeky marathon on the 27th.
The TBO marathon.
TBO annual. Everyone, if you're trying to do the TBO annual marathon, every February 27th is when you have to do the marathon. It's that simple. Me and Sean, this year, he's already said it, I don't care. We are doing the Dublin Marathon, which is in like fucking, I don't even know when. Wait, let me search it up.
We'll figure it
But
out.
Sean, you did say this, you did promise it. You do owe me a marathon. I'll just
Yeah,
put that
guys,
out
I
there.
I went to do the marathon and injured myself.
Yeah.
It was as simple as that. I injured myself because I was trying to do an 8 minute kilometer and I was doing four. I was doing 4 minute kilometers and I hadn't done enough training and I was just like, man, I was destroyed, frankly. But I have the statistics here. I did 260 kilometers, which
Boys,
very, very
let's.
happy with that. If anyone here wants to donate to Pieta House, would strongly recommend it. It's a
I'll
great
put I'll put
cause.
a link in the description. Here, can you send me a link in the Discord now, just so I can put it in the description below?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll throw it in. I'll throw it to you now.
Shout
But
out.
yeah, Pieta House, great cause. Donate anything if you can. Um, but no, I just found that funny that the school would not did not mention anything to do with
It's a
the
lot
runners
of.
or me. Did not. I don't know. It's not like I'm kind of like give. I don't know. It just I expected them to, and they didn't. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest thing. but it's just something I
True.
would yeah, it's just like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I would expect them to put to give at least the not even the main person, but
Even why they got it. Why they got it. They didn't even say why they got it. They just said for efforts.
yeah, because
What
who
efforts,
they
bro?
they didn't do very much. Like, no one knows about it except for the people who did who raised all the money. But that's fair enough.
True.
And they move.
Boys, I just want to say something real quick, Sean. Uh, you could buy tickets to the marathon now. €15, the 24th. It's a virtual marathon though, which is a bit fucking stupid.
I'm not doing a virtual marathon, man. Straight up.
I'm not gonna pay €15 to just say I did the Dublin Marathon. Basically, do you know what? We'll do
You
the
know what that 15 euro could be
TDO Dublin
spent on?
Marathon.
What could
What
that
can it be spent
15
on,
euro be
Sean?
spent on, Milan?
Oh my god. You
You
are,
know it.
bro.
Am I correct?
Bro, you are fucking correct, bro. Say less.
The golden elephant munchie box, guys.
It's goated, man. Not only
What
that, two cans as well, man.
curry sauce? It's just delicious, man.
Oh man, it's perfectly made for two people. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
Or
It's true.
one
It's
big
just
fat person.
no. It is just perfectly made because if you just make sure it's literally at dinner. Like if you're like because if you want to starve yourself all day and then eat it, then okay, fair enough. But
You'll be full, bro.
you'll be full. Like it's a lovely meal. It's just lovely. You know what? I
For
want to
sure.
jump back. I want to jump back into MMA real quick,
Wait, I just
just
want to
because
say
it's
something real quick, Sean.
all
Sorry for
right.
cutting you off one more time. But right now, I just want to say, boys, I support the Washington Wizards. They are my favorite NBA team. Ride or dice. Ever since 2002, since I saw Michael Jordan playing for them, I was hooked. But basically, they are just starting the jump ball right now. I'm going to be watching it while we're talking. But wait, we won the jump ball. Let's go. Basically, this is the last game of the season. We've made the playoffs after a shaky start. And I'm saying it right here, right now. I predicted the chip last year. I'm predicting it now. NBA champions, the Washington Wizards. That's all I have to say.
Good luck to the Washington Wizards. That's all we can really say right now. Hopefully they come through with the W. But
Yes, sir.
let's be jumping in. Charlie Oliveira. We have given some time in between the main event. We didn't talk about it for a second, but hey, let's talk now. Let's talk now. It was,
Let's go.
frankly, that fight, Milan, was, I think it didn't get fight of the night, and I was very surprised. It was performance
Oh,
night.
stop.
I think they both did. Did they both get performances of the night?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm
They
not
did.
even aware of who got it.
Because they both is Michael Chandler put in a championship performance in
For
the
sure.
first round, and then Charlie Oliveira put in one in the second round. It was a fight of 2 rounds realistically, and other referees could have stopped Charles realistically, could have stopped the fight. Let's be
Mm,
real. But the referee allowed it to keep going. Great job. Because he let the fight play out, and maybe Charles would have gone unconscious if he let it go too long. But
yeah.
he took that risk because he was alert on it at all times, and yeah, I think great job by the referee. And Oliveira came out the second round, and you talked about that left hook. That was just the perfect on the chin
Beautiful.
4-ounce gloves. When you
Oh, man.
connect with four
Oh,
ounce gloves,
stop.
they do not stand. They don't stand. And
It's
Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, the number one contender fight for Charlie Oliveira.
essentially
It's going to be interesting.
Essentially, man. One thing I just want to say about that shot, man. It's not like it was even, a Mike Tyson esque power bomb, yeah? It literally was as perfect to hitting the sweet spot as you can get to it. Michael Chandler was going in for the blitz, and obviously he just got caught, bro. What a fuck. I was in bed, yeah, while I was watching this. As soon as Michael Chandler it was basically a whole roller coaster of emotions. I won't lie. And I put up my hand after the first round because I was like, Michael Chandler got it. Second round comes out, tries to blitz, fucking Oliveira hits, and I'm like, bro, I wasn't even pissed off because I said it yesterday. I was talking about how the division's gonna die. You know what? I'd like to formally give my not. You know what? I want to apologize to Oliveira. You gained my respect after this fight, man. Because honestly, I shouldn't have been thinking about the marketability of a fighter. I should have thought of who is the most deserving out of it. And Oliveira is the most deserving person for this belt. 11 years in the making. It's ridiculous. This basically shows how, like, if you work hard and you just commit, you grind, bro, it'll happen for you. Like, you'll win the belt, you'll become the best at your craft. And man, this opens up so much more opportunities, fun fights to watch. And Sean, I just wanted to mention one of these fights to you. Do you think potentially Khabib would ever come out of retirement for Oliveira?
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes.
No. Straight up. No one will, he will never come out of retirement for anyone. He would have maybe come out of retirement for Tony, but realistically, Tony is, no, he's not
Done.
done. I don't want to say he's done. I think he
Yeah.
still has, I
Prove us
think he
wrong.
has one or two, maybe three fights left in him in the UFC. And I think he won't fight any that, I mean, he could fight a top guy again, but I think his next fight will be again, okay, maybe a top 10, like in the terms of Paul Felder, Dan Hooker. I don't think he'll get anyone like RDA or anything like that.
Mm.
But, it'll be very interesting, I think. Um, and, um, it is just a very sad situation for Tony Ferguson, to be honest, because he's done. In my eyes, for the title, he's done because if you're losing to number nine Benil Darush, then you're gone. Like you could, if he beat Benil, and then Charles Oliveira goes on beats Michael Chandler by knockout, you can be like, well, look how Tony did against him. You know, Tony didn't get finished.
Yeah.
Tony survived. He didn't even. It wasn't even surviving. Tony was doing well in that fight as well. Like he did
Mm.
definitely lose, but he was doing pretty good. He withstood the armbar. But like the fact that he's losing to Benil Darush like that, it's not. I don't want to say embarrassing, but it definitely puts a dampening on his career, and it's sad
Yeah.
to see because I'd say he's number five now in the rankings. Apparently, he would drop down to probably eight or nine
Yeah.
after that because he's gonna go below Connor or DA. Definitely go. Maybe he'll stay above Hooker, but then Darush is gonna move up, but Hooker might move down or something like that. But honestly, it's a very weird one. Um, I just can't help but feel bad for Tony. Uh,
Oh,
it's a very sticky one, but
honestly, yeah.
um, you know what though? After this weekend, just I want to jump into this straight up. The lightweight division, I think if Dana's going to sit down and he's going to see how amazing this division is truly unfolded itself to be because although
Oh,
Charles Oliveira is not the most marketable champion, let's be real, he's marketable in Brazil and that's like what you need. You need the Brazilian and hopefully he can bring a bit of charisma, maybe build his following a bit, something like that and make the UFC happy in that kind of light. But as even if you've only had the title for one you just won the title, then like you are the champion technically, but at the same time,
you gotta
you know,
defend it.
you gotta defend that thing to really be the champion. You know, for me
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly.
Um, it really does depend. Um, and I think that he's gonna fight the win. I think he's gonna fight the winner of Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. But what I absolutely love, Milan, about the fact that Michael Chandler has lost. Not, I see. I don't like if Charles Oliveira had lost. I feel like that would have left the division much more stagnant than anything else because I think Michael Chandler
Mm.
losing. I can now picture fights for this guy. Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje. The fight works. You can do Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson if you'd like. Michael Chandler versus RDA. You got some explosive fights to throw in there. Um,
For
Michael
sure, bro.
Chandler versus Makachev, like we were saying. Like, there's fights
Oh,
that happen.
definitely.
Like, Justin Gaethje, I think Justin Gaethje Chandler is the fight to make because
Oh,
because that
what a
fight,
fight.
because for me, that's the fight that, like, you gotta, for Justin Gaethje, it's the fight that works the most because something interesting actually. Benil Dariush, I don't think he'll ever fight Tony. I don't think he'll ever fight Justin Gaethje because apparently they're really good homies. Because he trained
Mm,
with them, and Justin Gaethje used to run errands for this guy and his wife and all this stuff. And he if you watch the post presser uh from UFC 262, honestly, you'll hear it all. It's very interesting. Um,
yeah,
it's very, very interesting. I really recommend listening to it. It's kind of, it's very in depth. I can't really remember all of it, but it's actually a very beautiful story. But
yeah.
I think Chandler versus Gaethje could be the next one.
Mm,
Like it's going to be very, very interesting to be honest. What we see
for
next, and
sure.
like Beneil Darush has got like people above him, like RDA, and like I don't think there's much for him above him to be honest. Because maybe Dan Hooker for Beneil, but Dan Hooker could be fighting Tony or Paul Felder's there, but Paul Felder's already fought Dan Hooker, so maybe Paul Felder versus Paul Felder Ferguson or something like that along those lines. But sorry, Milan, I have been rambling there. Uh, give me your input
Nah,
on this one.
it's great to listen to, but bro, as I said, man, you were saying about the marketability in Brazil only. Do you know what? I'd like to disagree a little bit because if it opened my eyes, and I definitely know that it opened many people's eyes of how great Oliveira is. The fact that we just disregarded how much finishes this guy has been getting. He's not a Marab where he's just a decision merchant, yeah? This guy puts on a fucking massacre in all his fights. And man, although I don't think he still has that Conor McGregor buying power, where he could just fight a fucking Dariush. Like if Oliveira fought Dariush, it would not do many pay-per-view buys. I still think you need a pretty big name to put with Oliveira just to do like
Two names,
semi-decent buys.
two names.
Yeah, exactly. I still think you need semi-decent names for a semi-decent buyout for the pay-per-views. But he has opened my eyes. As I said again, my apologies for saying that shit to you. You know, I shouldn't have been thinking that way. But hey, listen, we live and we learn. But man, it's so interesting now because we were talking about it before for Tony Ferguson. Obviously, it kind of is a bit shit because it wasn't even that much of a dominating performance. It was really just a grappling match, and the fact that Tony couldn't really do anything. Like he landed a couple elbows, he landed an up kick from the bottom, but that's like pretty much it. You know what I mean? So it's it's a bit sad. I think Tony Ferguson's maybe gonna go to number 8, but you were saying before either Dan Hooker or Cowboy Cerrone would be
Paul
fucking
Felder would be a
perfect.
great fight too.
I like to see Gillespie actually. He just got off a win. Maybe Gillespie versus Tony Ferguson would be a very nice fight.
No, because
Maybe
they're wrestling. It's not a fun fight.
true, but like you. Oh shit! Bertans just fucking landed a dunk. Sorry. Gillespie. If Tony was to win against Gillespie, it'd be still a pretty big enough name where he could claw back at maybe the title picture once again. Do you know what I mean? But
True. I think against Gillespie, and then after he beats Gillespie, he could fight someone like low again. Like he'd be fighting someone low again. But like actually no, he gets a title shot. If he beat Tony Ferguson wins one fight, he gets a title shot.
oh, it's.
He,
I was actually gonna comment. Kept forgetting. I saw a comment saying Michael Chandler. Very, it's a bit stupid to be honest with you, but I saw Michael Chandler versus Oliveira is for the lightweight belt, but Poirier versus Connor is for the greatest lightweight. And I was thinking to myself, no, because if Connor wins this, he is not the best lightweight out there. If
no, I
Poirier wins
think it
this,
means the best active lightweight. I think that's what
I
it
still
more
don't
means
think
because
Connor gets that.
no,
Connor still doesn't
but
get
like
that.
it's Connor. Like it's like yeah, he like Connor got knocked out, yeah. But who did he get knocked out by? One of the greatest
Poirier.
lightweights in like one of the greatest lightweights. Like Dustin Poirier, time after time proves he's a great lightweight. Like he didn't get knocked out by some no. It wasn't like he got knocked out by an unranked opponent, like
True.
some schmuck like Drew Dober.
But still though, man, it's like the fact that Connor isn't able to finish these guys like he was able to previously. Just kind of
Connor needs to go
becoming
back
a
to
little.
145.
Kanye should never go back to 145 because he will tarnish the legacy and everything that he's done in that division. Uh, man, I fucking want Connor to win so much in his next fight, but I still think I actually saw. I was gonna mention this. He said that he's going to be going away from his family in order to train for this fight. Now, to me, that's very good news because that means he's
Milan hates
becoming more
families.
focused. Exact. I fucking can't stand him, but the fact that he's able to do that, man, he is he's showing that he's focused about it. But still, man, get the fuck out of Abu Dhabi. Why are you still there, bro? You go back to either America or you go back to Ireland, bro. You go back to where it all happened in the previous fights.
Crumlin.
Do you know what I mean? Go
Crumlin.
back to the same place where you lost against Nate Diaz. Get Artem Lobov back. Get fucking Dylan Danis back. Although Dylan Danis might be a bit of a schmuck now, he still has the ability to fucking grapple. But I'm pretty sure his knee is still kind of fucked. But man, he has to go deep. He has to dig deep in order to get this fight. Because essentially, if he loses this, he is out of the title picture unless he gets like 5 win streak or something.
Nah,
But yeah,
he just has to, because I think, like, you can't count out Connor because he's losing to the greatest, and, like, he's not a bad fighter because he loses to the best in the world. Do you know what I mean?
no, but the fact that he's declined so much from being the double champ to getting knocked out for 2 fights in a row, you can't start talking about him. You can't have him in any more title conversations unless he goes on a Oliveira type streak. Do you know what I mean?
The UFC would never make him do that. He like if he
Obviously.
lost if he lost this fight and he wanted to keep fighting, he would have to win two in a row to get a
Maybe
title
even
shot.
one.
No, two. I'd say two to get a title shot.
Oh, never underestimate Dana, man. If Michael Chandler has Dana privilege, man,
Dana
then Conor
White
McGregor,
privilege.
Conor McGregor is the fucking goat of Dana White
Dana
privilege,
White
man.
supremacist.
He has the Conor McGregor privilege, man. He has that different type of privilege, man.
He's a Dana White supremacist in the UFC.
Exactly, exactly. But man, it's just this lightweight division is fucking lovely, man. I won't like Neil Dariush, man, like a contender. He called out Elon fucking Musk. Why for a car, bro? Dana, pay your boys, man. If they're asking billionaires for a car, man,
No,
you ain't paying them enough,
he
man.
had ordered a car back in March, and it still
Yeah,
hasn't come.
man, maybe buy a better fucking car, man.
I
Pay
think
him
that
more.
I think that Elon Musk versus Benil Dariush is the next fight to me. Straight up.
Elon Musk versus Benil Dariush. I see it happening as well. To be honest with you,
I think Elon, because he has Asperger's, shout out like he wouldn't be able to hold him down. Like he would be able to hold down
true,
Tony.
but you're not thinking about this, yeah? Benil finally wouldn't have to get to the death weight cut. He'd finally just be able to go at a catchweight fight. He wouldn't have to cut to 156 and look like he's about to die.
Yeah, I don't know how he's making 155.
Oh my god, he doesn't have the body for it at all, but then he's doing shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? How is this guy in he's 31 or 32 as well, so he's in his prime. I'm just thinking, fuck's sake, man. Because he looks like he doesn't fucking like do any sort of exercise. Maybe a weekend jog and a bit of tennis with his mates. But fuck's sake, the fact that he's an elite athlete, it's very impressive. I won't lie.
It gives you confidence in your own body, eh?
Nah, because as we've stated before, I look a bit like Yoel Romero.
Yeah, no, Milan is. I wouldn't say Yoel Romero. I'd say
I'm a bit better to be honest with you. Yoel Romero
like
has a little bit more body fat.
Paulo Costa kind of thing. Paulo
Yeah,
Costa after draining his body of water for
yeah.
20 days and maybe like 20 kg more muscle mass.
Mm. Yeah, I'd say so, man. Because the UFC fighters are a bit fat, to be honest with you.
I
So
I'm built a little bit like
Tai Tuivasa, maybe.
nah, nah, that's a bit cruel. I would say I'd say like
I'd say
the
Henry Cejudo because although you are fucking ripped, you're just so short, man. Honestly.
what the fuck are you, that's just an insult. I'd
Grow a
say
few
like
inches, bro. Grow a few inches,
I'd
man.
I'd say I am
There's a reason why
the
I am
sugar
playing
show.
basketball and you're not, and that is
I'm
because you are fucking tiny.
it's not, it's 'cause I don't like basketball.
Okay, buddy.
And because
Why couldn't you
I'm
hit the ball then when you took that bicy? Any normal person wouldn't even have to jump for it, but of course you had to jump as high as you could just to
man
skim it, man.
I'm 5'11".
Yeah, but you're not 6 foot, so you
True.
know,
I'm
it's
sugar.
just like
I'm a part of the Sugar State Athletic Commission, but I have about 39 kg more muscle, so it's fine.
yeah, yeah. It's an interesting one there, man. Oh
It's actually
fuck,
weird.
man.
I think because I used to be at 145 to fight. I think I could make 135 straight up.
Nah, you'll look like Benio, man. Fuck off.
I think I could make 135 to fight because I walk around like I was 70. Let me type this into Google. How much this is in pounds? Um, the other day I was 74.8. Uh, let's come on, give me. Let's see what that is in pounds. How much am I walking around at? Do I make weight?
Maybe.
Milan, am I making 135 if I weigh 164, 160, 165 pretty much?
If you have a healthy weight cut and the flight's like 6 months away, yeah.
Or I think I could make 135. I used to, see the thing is when I was fighting at 145, if you really think about it, I was essentially a light heavyweight for a kid.
Mm, you fat fuck, man.
Leave it out, man. I'm exactly 30 pounds overweight for
I reckon you should show up exactly how you are and just take the hit on the chin because you're still gonna fight.
they just give out to me like, why would you show up 30 pounds overweight?
We're taking all your money. Okay, I'm here to fight, not to get paid.
I just beat up some
Knock the
small kid.
guys.
I wrestle him. I just wrestle him on purpose.
You
And I
land
go,
bombs, but then you let him get up.
jump on the mic. I'm here to smash your boy.
I'm
I
the
want to
greatest
smash your,
135 of all time.
I want to smash your chicken.
Nah, you weigh in, you bulk up to 200, and then you weight cut to like 185, at 135 limit. Get all your purse taken away. You come in against this guy at 200 pounds.
I want to smash your chicken. And it's just kids who are starting off. Like, it's just their first fight ever. I smash all these chickens. I
You
smash
go
all you boys.
leg kick city on them.
Leg Kick City? Man, that's just my desk. I live there. I live there full time. Oh, man.
I've actually lived in fucking Cram City, to be honest with you. But I'm ever since the retirement, I have uh, finished my residence in Cram City now, and I am in Goat City. I've gone back to Goat City.
Goat City.
Yeah, it was my residence for my whole life, but it's just, whenever we had to do a little test like maths, I had to go to Cram City just to uh just to get those, test vibes. Know
Everyone knows,
yourself, man.
man. Cram City is the location where you
Where
gotta be at.
champions are made.
If you don't like Cram City, then you're clearly not a fight fan.
You're just not a living person, to be honest with you.
It's weird.
Like, I
It's
don't care
weird
what you
because
say, man.
Cram City is the place where I want to be 24/7, 365. It's, it's a weirdness. Um,
Facts, bro.
okay, it's weird. Well, hold on, let me jump on the rankings actually. Oh, actually, I wanted to point something out to you. Do you know, okay,
Yeah.
let me tell you something, okay. Who just broke their
Mm.
leg?
who just broke their leg.
Yeah, in
Oh
UFC.
yeah,
Who broke their
Chris
leg?
Weidman.
Okay, before his fight, he was number 12 in the rankings. Can you explain to me why he's gone up a place?
He's not 11 now.
Why is he gone up to number 11 after breaking his leg?
Wait a fucking
Do they,
second, nah.
they can't, why would they feel bad for him? Like,
Why
what?
is he only soft with Sean Strickland?
That was like and Sean Strickland just won as well. He just got a W, and they just pushed him down. It's so
They
stupid.
really want Chris Weidman to win this championship. Dana White has a parlay on it.
It's Dana White privilege, is all we have to say. Actually, in the
Chris
in the
Weidman has
the
the Dana White privilege.
welterweight division though, Milan.
Mm.
Vincente Luque up to number 5. Jorge's number 7.
Who is Jorge gonna fight next, actually?
For me,
Because
I
he's not
think
in the title
Vincente.
picture
I
anymore.
think if he's gonna fight anyone, Vincente Luque
Mm.
would be a killer fight. You have to say it'd be that would be fireworks. If he
It'd
if
be
he wants to
interesting to
try and
see.
come back and win that belt, Vincente Luque, or um, I mean Chiesa's open, unless maybe Colby.
Chiesa the GOAT.
I think he fights Colby just to cash in on some money because he's probably gonna lose.
Mm.
And I don't just say I think that just because um I think I don't think that he's losing it. I think he'll definitely like, give Colby a good run for his money, but I
Mm.
think that like he's not like the high level as people think he is. I think Usman exposed that, but I do truly admire um I truly do admire him a lot. It is a
Mm.
weird one, but I can't help but think that that's it.
These the UFC is doing pretty steady right now. I won't even lie to you. Lightweight is doing well. Welterweight is doing well. The next couple events as well. Next week we have Cody Garbrandt versus Rob Font. We have David Dvorak fighting. We also have Jack Hermanson, who was meant to fight this weekend, fighting next weekend against Edmund Shabazin. Then after that, we have UFC Fight Night, which isn't fucking loading for some reason. Okay, my internet is gone to dookie again, boys. My apologies. Oh, I fucking hate when this happens, man.
What's that?
My okay, Fight Night. Excuse me, Sean. My internet went to Duke City, but Jairzinho Rosenstruik after next week's show. Sean, oh dear. Actually, this is good, you know. Okay, this is
Yeah.
actually cool because early June, there's after the 23rd of May, there's gonna be a week layoff. So nice little. It's gonna be a bit dead podcast wise, but it's a good time for study, I'd say. Then 263.
Yeah.
You reckon we're gonna
I
link up for 263, Sean?
the next one, I don't think that's the Adesanya one. I don't think so.
Cool.
I think it's the Connor one. But I was gonna say,
For
guys,
sure.
during the leaving cert, I've not said this to Milan yet. I'm not sure what Milan is thinking about it, but I personally might have to take a break from the podcast.
Mm.
Um,
Bro, that'll be no
and
problem, dog.
I don't know if Milan wants to continue while I'm gone.
Oh,
Just keep it
I'm gonna
short.
continue for sure, bro.
But um, 'cause I don't I feel like what we need to do with these podcasts is ensure that it's quality over like trying to like hit an hour mark or something like that. And I feel
Yeah,
like the closer I get to the leaving cert, the more I'm kind of considering this as cause I love doing the podcast so much, but
yeah,
like even today I kind of saw myself realizing that um you know this was time out of like I was like I just gotta do this, I gotta do the podcast, bang on an hour or two, like we'll chill, have a nice conversation,
for sure, bro.
a nice break from study. But at the same time, I
Mm.
can't help but think that that's time away from studying, and this is the only exam that will stick with me for the rest of my life. Well, not for the rest, but for a while anyway. Just coming into college and stuff. So I want to make sure that I put my best foot forward anyway for the
Definitely,
You
man. I
know,
get you.
just do the best I can because I'm sitting six of the exams. Milan's sitting just the Russian, and honestly, good luck to you, Milan, because it's
You too, bro.
the
You're on the
right
true hustle, man.
the writing the handwriting is difficult, but I know you can do it, man.
For sure, man. I'm gonna hop on the hustle. Like, boys, it won't be hour-long podcast. Maybe Sean could do the same thing. It might be one of those ones where it's just like Sean does a 5-hour segment and then I'll talk with the rest. You know, just kind of develop some of the
Cheeky
points.
5 hours, man. It's nothing big, honestly.
Did I say 5 hour?
You said five.
5 minutes.
Cheeky
Sorry.
5 hour. I'll just be like, for 5 hours sitting there going on.
Nah, but I don't mind doing it. To be honest with you, it's just I fucking love it. But I'll obviously quality over quantity. Even if it's a 10-minute podcast, I'll still bring it out because we are on a streak since February, and we're just gonna keep going no matter what. And but best believe we're gonna pump out some nice episodes after the Leaving Cert is finished. Man, first greatest episode incoming, our first live one together, man. So you know yourself, man. What a
And
fucking podcast it's gonna be.
exactly. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you've listened this far, and if you have, Milan, what are these people if they've listened so far?
Goat squad.
All right, boys. Thanks, thank you very much once again. Not sure if this is the last one from me for a while, or if I'll be in the next. But thank you very much for watching, nonetheless. And I'll see you. I'll be talking to you when I talk to you. Yeah, that's all I can say for now. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys. Let's go, Wizards. Peace.